Mit der Nummer 1 dabei der Wiener Herzog. Außerdem mit der Nummer 3 der Norden. Begleitet von der Nummer 5 Julia Wagner. Außerdem mit der Nummer 8 Lydia Asger-Ziert. Dann haben wir mit 10 auf dem Feld Tina Schmitzki. Mit der Nummer 11 auf dem Rücken in der Startelf Lisa Bauer. Außerdem dabei die Nummer 16 Annabelle Schaschen. Wir begrüßen ein sehr bekanntes Gesicht mit der Nummer 17, Tillis Bobo. Außerdem Nummer 20, Victoria Krug. Dann dabei die 24, Nicoline Ludek. Und zu guter Letzt die Nummer 27, Marlene Müller. Wir schauen uns an der Samstag, dann gehen wir erstmal Platz. Nina von Schada, Persis Ludek, bei Kawaki, dann haben wir noch Tina Spitzer und Sarah Dittis. So, kommen wir zur Aufstellung von Bayern 4 Leverkusen. Roberto schickt folgende Spielerin direkt aufs Feld. Im Tor zwischen den Tasten. Und unsere Nummer 27, Friederike Ring. Wir schauen auf die Abwehr. Da spielen wir heute unsere Nummer 2, Celia Ostermann. Dann die Nummer 10, Esther Merino González. Außerdem in der Abwehr unsere Nummer 24, Lilla Turan. Und die Nummer 56, Juliette Wiener. Dann die Stadtzentrale im Mittelfeld, da spielen wir heute mit der Nummer 6, Katharina Pitsch. Außerdem unsere Nummer 11, Christine Köhne. Dann die Nummer 16, Sophie Still. Und unsere Nummer 19, Lorraine Bender. Dann haben wir noch zwei Spielerinnen im Sturm, alte Bekannte, Nummer 9, Caroline Kerr. Und unsere Nummer 21, Vanessa Muna. Auch hier mit auf der Ersatzbank, da haben wir erstmal Platz Rtwer, Melissa Friedrich, Cornelia Klauer, Paulina Watz, Vanessa Heim, Valentina Wedel, Julia Mickenhagen, Ruby Grant und Paula Schwarze.
So, good afternoon, welcome to the Ulrich Haberland Stadium in Leverkusen for this Google Pixel Frauen-Bundesliga clash between Bayern 04 Leverkusen and RB Leipzig. Following the international break, Leverkusen arrived firmly in the chasing pack, 6th in the table, 19 points on the board and 6 wins from their opening 11 matches. Leipzig, meanwhile, sitting 9th with 4 league victories so far. Leipzig did the double over Leverkusen did the double over Leipzig last season. But both sides come into this one needing a response after back-to-back defeats in the league, with both also suffering heartbreak in the cup as well. Both bowing out on penalties to Hamburg and Werder Bremen respectively. So there's plenty on the line this afternoon. Leverkusen looking to stay in touch of the top 5, and Leipzig aiming to pull themselves further away from danger and closer to mid-table security. Kickoffs approaching fast here in Leverkusen. Stay with us for all the action. Match day 12 of the Google Pixel Frauen-Bundesliga. Home fans in Leverkusen. You see the Bayer Arena in the background. Famous stadium where Xabi Alonso's Leverkusen clinched the Bundesliga the season before last. Just mentioned, Leverkusen did the double over Leipzig last season, but both sides will have needed the international break to regroup, recover from these setbacks that they've endured, back-to-back league defeats and agonizing cup exits to contend with as well. Both coaches were at pains to stress that they weren't playing badly, just maybe not taking their chances in front of goal. And both have got a long injury list to contend with as well. Leipzig in particular have a host of international quality talent out with cruciate ligament injuries. We're almost set to go. Two teams coming out onto the pitch. Leverkusen in the darker strip, Leipzig in their white shirts with red shorts and white stockings. A healthy crowd gathered at the Ulrich Habelon Stadium. The weather set fair. Might see a few showers later on. Here's the home side. We see a return for the experienced goalkeeper Friederike Ripoll. She's fit again. That's a welcome return for Leverkusen. And they look for the goals of Vanessa Fudala, their top scorer, 7 goals in 11 appearances this season. It's the referee today, Julia Boyka, 30-year-old, in their first season in the Frauen-Bundesliga. Two sides getting together for a group photo, paying tribute to all the volunteers that are involved with the Frauen-Bundesliga and German football as a whole. And great news this weekend as well, with Germany winning the bid to stage the Euros, the Women's Euros in 2029. Here's the Leipzig starting 11. See Delise Boboy leading the line, the 19-year-old who got her first goal of the season against Wolfsburg before the international break. And Gina Kaminski replaces Luan Joly in the only change from the starting lineup that were beaten by Wolfsburg before the international break, but put up a good fight in that eventual 3-1 defeat. So plenty at stake here, both sides looking to return to winning ways in the Frauen-Bundesliga, end their losing runs. Certainly light at the end of the tunnel for Leverkusen and their injury worries. Be good for their coach Roberto Patzold to have their experienced goalkeeper Friederike Ripoll back between the sticks, and also their top scorer last season, Cornelia Kramer from Denmark. She's back on the bench. Patzold was stressed at the press conference. They've missed the goals and the emotional leadership of Kramer. So we're underway in Leverkusen. Bayern 04 kicking from left to right in their familiar home strip. Leipzig in their white strip, framed from right to left. Match day 12 of the Frauen-Bundesliga is rolling. The international break probably came at a good time for both these squads of players, trying to get some injured players back, recovered to fight for their place in the squad and recover as well from those painful defeats of late, in particular the cruel, agonizing penalty shootout exits. Both teams suffered against Hamburg and Werder Bremen, respectively. Both will be keen to move on and get 3 points today at the Ulrich Haberlan Stadium. There's the Leipzig coach, 33-year-old Jonas Stefan, second youngest head coach in the Frauen-Bundesliga, behind Florian Kessner of Jena. Here come Leverkusen, left-hand side. It's spilt by the goalkeeper and poked home. Well, what a start for Leverkusen. The goalkeeper, Herzog, spilt it. Perfect start. And Leverkusen take the lead in the second minute. Loreen Bender pokes home from close range, her third goal of the season. 20-year-old strikes for Leverkusen. Great start for Leverkusen. Cross came in from Caroline Kehrer. Goalkeeper Herzog could not deal with it. It fell nicely to Loreen Bender. He could not miss from close range. And that's a start which will settle the nerves of Leverkusen. Leverkusen lost to Essen in their last league game before the international break, and Essen were stranded at the bottom of the table at the time, so that was a real shock for Leverkusen, but they've made a superb return after the international break, taking the lead early on. It's up to Leipzig to bounce back. Saw them fall behind against Wolfsburg in their last game. 2-0 in the first half. But they did manage to regain a foothold in that game with a goal by Delise Baboy before eventually losing 3-1 in that one. So there's still plenty of time for Leipzig. But that was sloppy from the Swiss goalkeeper, Elvira Herzog. Ball lifts it forward. Offside decision from the referee, Julia Boyka. The Leipzig coach was keen to move on from their recent poor results. It spoke of a positive flow, a clear improvement in performances despite the results. Said the team had taken a real step forward performance-wise over the last 5 games, but they're going to have to do the hard way again here today. Long-term absences for Leipzig: Lara, Marti, Diana, Nemeth, Giovanna Hoffmann, all out with cruciate ligament injuries. Another ligament tear with their brilliant defender Julia Landenberger, and Marlene Schimmer is out with her ankle. That's a long list of quality missing from the Leipzig ranks. Coming forward here, looking for an equaliser, but dealt with by Leverkusen. It's good pressing by Leipzig. Some control here now. A long shot from Gina Kamlinski. It's always rising over the Leverkusen crossbar. Kamlinski replacing the French midfielder Luan Joly. It's the only change from the starting lineup that lost to struggling Essen last time out. Here come Leverkusen, left-hand side. To Kehrer. And, well, it's 2-0! Estrella Menino, the 19-year-old, with a great strike into the corner of the net. And Leverkusen double the lead inside the opening 10 minutes. It was laid on a plate for Estrella Merino. Quality finish for the 19-year-old German defender. No chance for Evita Herzog. Laureen Bender laid it on a plate for Merino, who made no mistake. So that's an assist and a goal for Laureen Bender so far. All going Leverkusen's way at the moment. 2-0 up inside the opening 10 minutes. Here's Bender again taking responsibility. As I mentioned before, Leipzig also fell behind to second place Wolfsburg in their last Frauen-Bundesliga game. Made a recovery in that one, but well, that's a sloppy back pass. Boboy chasing this one, and it's a corner to Leipzig. We saw them threaten from set pieces against Wolfsburg. That was played out by the returning goalkeeper, Frederica Ripoll, and almost On the end of it was Delise Boboy, talented 19-year-old striker, formerly of Leverkusen. Lisa Baum lifts it in, goalkeeper does well, handling was safe from Ripoll. Quality delivery in from Lisa Baum. Leverkusen will be happy to have their first choice goalkeeper back between the sticks, Ripoll. It was the 20-year-old Anne Moll who played in goal last time against Essen. She slipped in that game, which allowed Essen the chance to score. And a below par Leverkusen on that day couldn't find a way back into the game. They had to take off their top scorer, Vanessa Fudala. She was strangely subdued during that game. Perfect start for Leverkusen and their head coach, Roberto Patzold. And Leipzig have it all to do. It's a strong challenge. Leipzig have some space now. Lisa Baum, she's good with both feet. Strong challenge from Baum. Free kick to Leverkusen. On Juliette Vidal. Offside decision going in Leipzig's favour, keeping a very high line. It's the second occasion that Leverkusen have been adjudged offside. Leverkusen with the confidence of that 2-goal lead. Pinging their passes around a little bit with a little bit more authority, buoyed by that 2-goal lead. Lorraine Bender has been especially impressive. A goal and an assist for the 20-year-old Leverkusen attacker. Well, so that foul on the edge of the box. Bender went to ground. What's referee Julia Boyka? On the edge of the box. Bender was definitely fouled. This is a penalty to Leverkusen. Well, he thought this could not get any worse for Leipzig. They cannot believe it. It's the goalkeeper, Elvira Herzog. Vanessa Fudala, Leverkusen's top scorer. 7 goals in 11 appearances this season, has the chance to put Leverkusen 3 up. Referee Boyka explaining the decision to the goalkeeper Herzog. Just when you think it couldn't get any worse for Leipzig, they've conceded a really agonizingly soft penalty on the edge of the box. And Vanessa Fudala has the chance from the spot. And she converts easily past Elvira Herzog. Fudala from the spot, her 8th goal of the Frauen-Bundesliga campaign. Leverkusen 3, Leipzig 0. This is a Leverkusen side that couldn't find a goal against struggling Essen in their last match. They have 3 already after 16 minutes. Lorraine Bender was fouled on the edge of the box. There's no video referee in the Frauen-Bundesliga. Looked just outside the box to me, but real concern for Leipzig's head coach, 33-year-old Jonas Stephan, pondering what he can do to stem the flow of goals in this one. Here come Leverkusen again, looking for more, lifted into the box, looking for Bender. Bender controls, great touch and shot from Lorraine Bender, player of the match so far. She took that down with great control, Bender. Nice turn and blocked by the Austrian defender Julia Magel. Leipzig look shell-shocked. 3 goals down inside the opening 20 minutes. Corner comes in from Fudala. Goalkeeper with the punch. Referee Boyka awards the free kick to Leipzig. The only consolation for Leipzig, they did battle bravely against Wolfsburg, who were in second. They were 2-0 down early in that one. Eventually lost 3-1. So they have the ability to fight back, that's for sure. They've been really decimated by injuries and they look low on confidence. And it's Leverkusen pressing for more. It's good work. Andrea Norheim, the Norwegian defender, on her final warning from Julia Boyka, the referee, after that foul. Solsvik Devil looking for Caroline Kehrer, the Canadian striker. Herzog bowls it out, looking for Boboy, and that's too easy for Leverkusen. It's better interchange of play from Leipzig. But their squad doesn't have the strength in depth, you have to say, to cope with all these injuries, the international stars that they're missing with those long-term injury problems. Cruciate ligament injuries have plagued Leipzig this season, and their top defender as well, Julia Landenberger. She tore her ligaments recently as well. She's going to be out for several months. Leipzig don't have the quality to cope at the moment, scouring the market, looking for players and hoping there'll be some respite during the winter break. Lifted into the box, goalkeeper Herzog struggling to deal with it. Was it already out of play? Oh, Vanessa Fudala took the penalty to put Leverkusen 3 up. Fell heavily there as the rain starts in Leverkusen at the Ulrich Haberland Stadion. We're midway through the first half. Leverkusen 3, Leipzig 0 in the Google Pixel Frauen Bundesliga. It's a pleasure to welcome you to our coverage wherever you're joining from today. Leverkusen have made a perfect start in this one. 3 goals in the opening 17 minutes. Lorraine Bender, really impressive performance from the 20-year-old German, scoring inside the first 2 minutes, laying on the second for Estrella Merino on 9 minutes, and then winning the penalty on 17 minutes, which Vanessa Fudala put away with no problem at all. 3-0 to Leverkusen, who started the day in 6th place in the Frauen Bundesliga. Looking good for their 7th win out of the opening 12 matches. Happy Leverkusen coach there, Roberto Patzold, 46-year-old. Experienced coach, formerly of Ingolstadt and in Austria with Admira Wacker. Referee Boyka happy to let play continue. Can Leipzig find a lifeline? Lifted into the box, goalkeeper, whoa, just past the post. Confusion there. Goalkeeper Ripoll didn't know whether to come and claim that or let it slide through. It slipped off the turf, gathered speed, and it was just past the post. Bit of fortune there for Leverkusen. It's all going their way. As the rain gets heavier, the ponchos being brought out. to cover from the elements. Leverkusen trying to press high up, trying to find a way back into this game. Disbelief amongst the Leipzig players. How do they find a way back into this game? They have the talent, the likes of Lisa Baum, the 18-year-old, on the ball now. Well, that's cynical foul there. Referee Boyka is going to have a word with Sophie Zvevel. She's on her final warning too. Referee Boyka happy to leave her cards in the pocket for now. Play on, says Boyka. Shashing. It's a little bit too hectic from Leipzig. Allows Leverkusen space to break. Fudala with a long-range shot just over the bar, but she has a real eye for goal. Leverkusen's top scorer, full of confidence now. Powerful left-footed shot, which the Swiss goalkeeper Elvira Herzog was happy to see fly over the bar. Herzog gives the ball away and Leverkusen will come forward again. It's safely through to Herzog on this occasion. It was her handling error in the early minutes which set this going in Leverkusen's favour. Good battling back from the Canadian Caroline Kehrer. And Leverkusen have a throw in. Leverkusen pinging the ball around, full of confidence now. 3 up against Leipzig. Leipzig just have to stay in the game now, try and nick something before half-time. Dudek inside to Shashing. Leverkusen keen to press, not give any time and space to Leipzig. Allow them to settle into this game. Here's Delise Boboy, full of running. Cross to Dudek. Too much on that one from Danish defender Nicolene Dudek. And there's the player of the match so far, Loreen Bender. A goal and an assist, and won the penalty for the third goal as well. Perfect afternoon so far. Here's Boboy. Oh, just past the post. She had space there, Delise Boboy. Decent strike, just past the post from the 19-year-old ex-Leverkusen striker. Hit it well. Ripoll relieved to see that one fly past the post. Just signs that Leipzig coming back into that. Just couldn't control that one. Marlene Müller, ever present this season for Leipzig. Just couldn't get that one under control. Ripoll spreads it wide to Merino. It's a good combination on the right-hand side, Bender and Estrella Merino. Good work from the Austrian Annabelle Schasching. And Lisa Baum has some space. Wow. Given away by Andrea Norheim. Concern there for Jonas Stefan. His side heading for a third straight Frauen-Bundesliga defeat as it stands. Leverkusen haven't had to be too brilliant to take this 3-0 lead. Goalkeeper Herzog spilt the ball in a really bad area inside the opening 120 seconds. Loreen Bender was in the right place at the right time to open the scoring, and Leverkusen haven't looked back. More good news for Leverkusen with the return of Cornelia Kramer, a Danish star on the bench, recovered from injury. Even Stevens' possession of the ball. No shots on target for Leipzig. 3 on target for Leverkusen, and 3 goals to their credit. It's a comfortable lead. Here they come again, looking for more. Into the danger area. Merino with a shot. Oh, what a good save on this occasion from Herzog. Good handling. That's better from the Swiss goalkeeper. It was more difficult than the opening exchange. But she showed her true quality here. Estrella Merino with a powerful shot. She saw that one late, Herzog, and it was a good save to keep hold of that one in particular. Lifted long, looking for Kehrer. Strong running again from the Canadian. A more tricky play from Loreen Bender. Goal kick to Leipzig. Interesting backstory for Loreen Bender, the 20-year-old German forward. Her mum didn't want her to play football, but what a career she's set for in German football. Three goals this season for Bender. A promising future ahead of her. Here's Lisa Baum, another with a really exciting career ahead of her. 18-year-old Lisa Baum. The Austrian Julia Magel goes to ground. Could be a yellow card this time for Loreen Bender. So she'll have to watch her step. It's the first negative for Loreen Bender. To the foul on Julia Magel. Her fourth of the season. She'll have to watch her step. 5, and there's a suspension in the Frauen-Bundesliga. Boboy with a back heel, trying to find Müller. Can Leipzig find a lifeline before half-time? Both teams went into this one keen to end their negative spiral, but it's Leverkusen looking good for the 3 points. Good work here, and a shot from Gina Kamlinski. It's always rising over Frederica Repol's crossbar. Kamlinski got the shot off despite Selina Ostermeier tugging at the shirt. Here's Moreno. Cut out by Tirani. A foul by Selina Ostermeier. Free kick, Leipzig. Gina Kamlinski stood over the free kick. Looking for some quality from the delivery. All the heights up from the back. Can they find something? A way back into this game. Lifted into the box by Kamlinski. Looking for Boboy. Referee's whistle goes. Boboy is down with a teammate. Ball came in from Kamlinski. Boboy collided with a teammate. holding her back there. Look okay to continue. Dilly's Boboy. And Annabelle Shashing returns to midfield. Goal will change things here for Leipzig. Will give them something to hold on to over half-time. Maybe give something for Leverkusen to think about as well. But they hold an impressive lead just before the break here, 3-0. Here they come, looking for a fourth. Lisa Baum concedes the throw in. Leverkusen went into this one looking for a big psychological boost. They've seen it with the free goal lead and the return of Frederica Ripoll in goal. The top scorer, Fudala, has also scored. That's her 8th of the season. It's Bender, player of the match so far, that's for sure. On the ball again. Marino with the shot. The referee, Julia Boyka, already blown up for a foul on Annabelle Shashing. Marino didn't need any second invitation. She finished again into the corner of the net. Real worries for Jonas Stefan there. Leverkusen holding all the aces as we approach half-time in the Frauen-Bundesliga. Roberto Patzold, 46-year-old Leverkusen head coach, will be the happier of the two bosses, that's for sure. Can Leipzig find something before half-time? Looked promising on a few occasions, but flattered to deceive in front of goal. Haven't really tested the returning Frederica Ripoll, but they have a chance here. Coming forward, it's another offside though. Marlene Muller had strayed offside. Pass came in from the Danish defender, Nicoline Dudek, and Muller was an inch or two offside. Two minutes of added time at the Ulrich Haberland Stadium. Here's the star, Loreen Bender. Back to Merino. Good control by Marlene Muller there, but she's beaten off the ball by Merino. Leverkusen pressing with intent the whole 45 minutes. Now into added time at the end of the first half. Just simply lack of space here for any Leipzig player to prosper. Leverkusen have this game firmly under their control at the end of this first half. Just 20 seconds or so left. Leverkusen. Boy, it's too deep. Goalkeeper Ripoll quickly off her line. That's the half-time whistle from referee Julia Boyka. Leverkusen lead 3-0. Lorraine Bender set Leverkusen on their merry way with the goal inside the opening 120 seconds, feeding on a mistake from Elvira Herzog in the Leipzig goal. Estrella Merino with an expert finish in the 9th minute before a penalty from their top scorer Vanessa Fudala in the 17th minute. 3-0 it remains. All plain sailing for Bayern 04 Leverkusen. They lead Leipzig. Leipzig need to find a way back into this match quickly in the second half. We'll be back in a few minutes for more live coverage of the Google Pixel Frauen Bundesliga. Welcome back to Leverkusen, the Ulrich Haberland Stadium. Almost set for the second half. The Google Pixel Frauen Bundesliga match between Leverkusen, the home side, against Leipzig. Leverkusen leading 3-0 at the break. 3 goals inside the opening 17 minutes. Have Leverkusen in a dominant position in this game. Leipzig, the visitors, have it all to do to get back into this game. As it stands, Leipzig heading for their 3rd straight league defeat. And Leverkusen looking firmly in control, set for their 7th win of the season in 12 games. The referee gets us underway for the second half of the Google Pixel Frauen Bundesliga match between Leverkusen and Leipzig. Leipzig's coach Jonas Stefan would have needed the break to get his charges in for a stern talking to at half-time. Conceding 3 times inside the opening 17 minutes. No substitutions as yet for either side. Leipzig don't have the options from the bench that Leverkusen do, for example. Leverkusen have last season's top scorer, Cornelia Kramer, back from injury. Denmark star fit again after injury. So you could see Kramer get a few minutes into those legs some stage in this second half. Referee Julia Aboika, 30-year-old, in her first season in the Frauen Bundesliga, gets the game back underway. Lifted forward by Victoria Krug, looking for Boboy. See Lisa Baum on this right-hand side in the second half. That's where Leipzig will look to try and defend better. Conceded some sloppy goals. Cleared by Kaminsky. That's the star of the first half, Loreen Bender. Bender with a goal and an assist, and she won the penalty, which Vanessa Fudala converted. Here's Lisa Baum, though, 18-year-old star for Leipzig. Appeals for a foul on Bender. Referee Boyka happy to let play continue. Leipzig simply have to get the next goal in this game. Try and fight their way back into this one. Boboy. Been full of running, Denise Boboy. But it's been a thankless task on many occasions. The quality hasn't been there with the through balls. Lisa Baum has been strangely quiet on this right-hand side for Leipzig as well. Leverkusen, on the other hand, have taken their chances and they lead 3-0. Possession has been fairly even. Leipzig haven't managed a shot on target, and Leverkusen 4 on target, 3 goals from just 6 attempts on goal. Taking advantage of some glaring errors from Leipzig. And here they go again. Vidal, the French player, near post effort. Into the side netting from French defender, number 56 there, Juliette Vidal. Where's number 56? Pay tribute to a former club in France, in Brittany. Leverkusen still pressing with urgency, not giving Leipzig any space to breathe. Be up to the likes of Lisa Baum to use her quality. That's looking for Müller. But goalkeeper Ripoll. Frederica Ripoll, 31-year-old goalkeeper, returning this afternoon for Leverkusen. Their coach, Roberto Pazzotti, pleased to have the ex-Wolfsburg and Hoffenheim goalkeeper back between the sticks. Providing assurance to the back line. Which they didn't have in recent weeks. With the inexperienced Anne Moll keeping goal for Leverkusen. They slipped to defeat in their last league game against Essen, who were bottom of the table going into that one. Leipzig looking for a lifeline, trying to find Emilia Asgersdottir, the Iceland international. There's a bit of a wrestling match there between Caroline Kehrer, pleading her innocence there, the Canadian. Judged to have fouled the Austrian Julia Magel. Lisa Baum. She's been well marshalled by Vidal this afternoon. Vidal came into the starting lineup for Leverkusen instead of Julia Mickenhagen, and hasn't given any space at all to Lisa Baum. Still pressing. Leverkusen, foul on that occasion by Kehrer. Leipzig enjoying more possession of the ball, close to 53%, but they haven't been able to test the goalkeeper. Coming forward here, and that should be a goal, and it's one back for Leipzig. Marlene Müller able to find a way past the returning Ripoll, and Leipzig have a lifeline. Long ball came forward from Shashing. Marlene Müller timed her run perfectly. Expert finish from Marlene Müller. Ripoll tried to come off a line, but to no avail. And Müller has made it 3-1. Her third goal of the campaign. 25-year-old Marlene Müller. That'll give something to think about for Leverkusen. It was one-way traffic in the first half, but Leipzig have made a decent start to the second half and have a goal for their efforts, looking for a second now. Played into Boboy. Shot is blocked. Whoa, just past the post. Peels for a corner. Boboy tried a left-footed shot. Thought it'd come off a Leverkusen defender. The referee, Boyka, gives a goal kick to Leverkusen. Boboy not happy with that decision. So Leipzig have scored with their first shot on target, in similar fashion to Leverkusen. Leverkusen scored with their first 3 on target. It's a replay of the incident with Delise Boboy. She appealed for a corner. The referee, Boyka, happy to give that to the home side. Leverkusen, who come forward now. Vidal, French left back. Well, trying to play in the captain, Christine Kogel, as Leverkusen prepare a substitute. Referee Boyka now happy for Leipzig to continue. As Leipzig's head coach talking with the 4th official. Not happy perhaps that Leipzig weren't able to take that quickly. Here's Christine Kogel trying to find Fudala. Good hold-up play by Baboy, bringing teammates into the game now. It's Victoria Krug, captain for Leipzig. Lisa Baum finally has some space to the back post, header, and 2-1! 3-2. Leipzig have another one back. That was good build-up play. Lisa Baum with some great work. Header came across, and the Iceland international Emilia Ásgeirsdóttir has reduced the arrears even further. Leipzig have their second. 3-2, they trail now. Double strike. Ásgeirsdóttir with her third of the season, and a double substitute now for Leverkusen, reacting to those two goals. Valentina Mädel, one of the substitutes from Austria. And Ruby Grant from England coming on as well, number 22. Christine Kugel and Katarina Pilcic making way for Ruby Grant and Valentina Mädel. Free kick to Leverkusen. How do they react after that double blow? 5-goal thriller so far in Leverkusen at the Ulrich Haberland Stadium. Lifted into the box, goalkeeper does well. Elvira Herzog, that's better handling from the Swiss goalkeeper. And Leipzig suddenly looked revived in this game. Boy, good defending, holds up Boy's progress there. Quick double strike from Leipzig. Marlene Müller and Emilia Ásgeirsdóttir. And Leipzig firmly back in this game. Here's Fudala steaming forward. It's Kehrer in support. And Leipzig defend that well. You couldn't have predicted this at half-time. Leverkusen firmly in control of this one, 3-0 up at the break, but Leipzig believing now after those two goals. Confusion in there. Goalkeeper stayed on her line, Elvira Herzog. Leipzig refreshed after the break, that's for sure. Another substitute. The goal scorer, Ásgeirsdóttir, makes way for Persis Oteng. Oteng came on as a substitute against Wolfsburg in their last game in the Frauen-Bundesliga. She looked full of strong running on that occasion, so more support up front for Delise Boboy. She'll have Paris Oteng in support. Leverkusen have a lot to think about, trying to regain their grip on this game. Better interchange play from Leverkusen. Fudala with the attempt. It's always going wide from Leverkusen's top scorer. Plenty to ponder all of a sudden for Roberto Patzold, the head coach of Leverkusen. Patzold seen his side. His side's lead evaporate. 3-2 is the lead. Here come Leipzig. Appeals for a foul there, but nothing doing from the referee Boyka. Here's Fudala, has some space. He's blocked by Norheim. 2 balls on the pitch. And a yellow card. For Leipzig's captain, Victoria Krug. Krug's second caution of the season. Leipzig player is down, so Leverkusen showing good sporting nature. Lisa Baum is down, the 18-year-old Leipzig attacker. Victoria Krug was booked for putting the second ball on the pitch a few minutes ago. That's why she picked up her second booking of the season. Treatment for Lisa Baum. This will be a concern for Jonas Stefan, the head coach of Leipzig. She's a real talent, Lisa Baum. Jonas Stefan will be pleased with his side's work so far in this second half. Seen his side fight back from the brink. They trail only 3-2, having trailed 3-0 after only 17 minutes. Some concern now for Roberto Patzold, 46-year-old, in charge of Leverkusen. As Lisa Baum returns tenderly to her feet, feeling that knock. Interested to see if she can run this off. Leipzig fairly give the ball back to Leverkusen. Long ball cleared by Norheim. Battling for the ball over in the far side. Again, a couple of balls on the pitch. As Bender is pushed to the floor. Two goal scorers there having a minor disagreement. Müller and Bender giving a stern lecture by the referee, Julia Boyka. So Leipzig, as they did against Wolfsburg in their last Frauen-Bundesliga game, showing plenty of fight. Strong second half performance once again from Leipzig. Lisa Baum recovered from her recent knock. Strong pressing again from Leverkusen. It's Leipzig who have the momentum now. Can they find a third? Welcome to all our viewers all across the world. This is Google Pixel Frauen-Bundesliga action between Leverkusen and Leipzig. 5-goal thriller so far. Plenty of time for more goals. Gina Kamensky is fouled. Vanessa Fudala with the next yellow card. Fudala, who took the penalty as Leverkusen made it 3-0. So free kick in a decent area for Leipzig. Can they test the goalkeeper? The returning Ripoll in goal for Leverkusen. Played short, Lisa Baum lifts it into the box. Goose, good area. Whipped in again to the near post. Fudala, Leverkusen's top scorer, back there doing vital defensive work. Referee stops play again, Julia Boyka. There's another occasion with two balls on the pitch. Delise Baboy tried hard today. 19-year-old former Leverkusen striker up top for Leipzig. Can she crown her efforts with a goal? Looking for Victoria Krug on the overlap. Ball given away. Shashing inside. Baboy picks it up now. But a strong tackle by Selina Ostermeier. Kamingsi looking for Baboy. Müller is also in there. What an exciting revival from Leipzig after the break. looking for an equaliser. Kaminski, left-footed across to Lisa Baum. Wins a corner. Lisa Baum will whip this in, left-footed. She has the quality to test the goalkeeper. This will be difficult if she can find the quality. Will she play it short? She has Annabelle Shashing there. It's played inside. Klemensky, deflected! Still not cleared. It is now Victoria Krug, the captain for Leipzig, picks it up. Leipzig pressing for an equaliser. Who would have said that at the break? Muller and Baboy. It's hurried defending now from Leverkusen. Seen their imposing 3-0 lead evaporate. Baboy. Substitute is in there. Paris Oteng. Leipzig looking the more likely to find an equaliser right now. You see that shot from Kaminski was deflected. Panicky defending from Leverkusen, finally cleared by player of the match so far, Loreen Bender. There's the Hungarian defender, Lila Turiani, feeling a recent challenge. Leverkusen preparing a substitute, could see the return of their Danish star, Cornelia Kramer. Leverkusen have missed her goals and emotional leadership. They've been second best this second half. A double substitution from Roberto Patzold, preparing over there on the far side of the Ulrich Haberland Stadium, just to the west of the Bayer Arena. Vidal plays it forward, but comfortable for Elvira Herzog in the Leipzig goal. Leipzig with all the momentum now in this game. Seven attempts on goal for Leverkusen, 6 for Leipzig. Possession is fairly even, but Leipzig have the confidence of those 2 second-half goals. Attempt by Dilis Baboy. Now finally the substitution. Fudala, who converted the third goal from the penalty spot. Melissa Frederick, come on. Paulinia Kramer making her return. Good to see her back on the pitch. 22-year-old from Denmark. A real talent. Last season's top goal scorer for Leverkusen. And there's Friedrich, who will provide a lot of experience and height as well. As Leverkusen look to hold on to this lead. They haven't been at the races second half. It's Leipzig looking for an equaliser. Tough run of games for Leverkusen, including match day 14, a game against the defending Frauen-Bundesliga champions Bayern Munich at this stadium. Looking for 3 points here. Here's the substitute, Ruby Grant. Strong run from the English midfielder. Boboy picks it up. She'll have Paris Otang up front now. Boboy will drop deep. Tried to find Lisa Baum there, the 18-year-old, but just too strong from Boboy. Leipzig have a couple of home games coming up against Hoffenheim and Cologne before a trip to Bayern as well on match day 15. This will be a great point if they can get something from here, having trailed 3-0 at the interval. They showed their fight against Wolfsburg before the international break. Couldn't quite find an equaliser on that day. They still have 10 minutes or so here. There's Leverkusen looking for a fourth, though, to seal this one. It's a good through ball. And just past the post from the substitute, Valentina Mädel. Did the goalkeeper get a touch? Lovely through ball. Valentina Mädel, the Austrian youngster. Decent strike from Mädel. Did Herzog get a touch on that one? It's out for a corner. Lifted into the box by Ruby Grant, flicked on, good block there from Leipzig. And Lisa Baum finally has some space. Marlene Muller battling, as she's done all afternoon. Feel sure Leipzig will get another chance, but can they keep the door shut at the other end? Shashing tries the flick, but it's too predictable. Friedrich does well. And Marino has some space. She's been busy all afternoon. Estrella Merino. Kramer with a powerful cross there. Paulinia Kramer. Wins a corner for Leverkusen, and that's her nickname. Cornelia, corner. Corner over on the far side, be taken by Estrella Merino. Lifted into the box, goalkeeper stays on her line. Referee's whistle goes for a foul. Herzog takes quickly for Leipzig, in a hurry now for an equaliser. Lisa Baum does well to hold that one up. Inside the final 5 minutes of normal time in Leverkusen. We set for a grandstand finish here. Leverkusen will rue that dreadful start that they had. 3 goals down inside the opening 17 minutes. They fought back bravely. Trailing just 3-2 now. Can they find a third? Mininski. It's Lisa Baum. Vidal has done well, the French defender. It's been a good matchup. Juliette Vidal. Powerful display from the French defender. Another substitute. Leipzig preparing their own changes. Captain Victoria Krug makes way for Kyra Spitzner. Sloppy, Ruby Grant battling for the ball. Still going, Ruby Grant from England. Ruby Grant, wow, good goalkeeping from Elvira Herzog. Good save from the Swiss goalkeeper. Keeps Leipzig alive in this one. And they come forward with Lisa Baum. Can she get a shot off? Left-footed into a good area. Substitute, Oteng. Oh, it's just over the bar. It's deflected for a corner. Referee Julia Boyka. Lisa Baum with a good delivery, a hurried clearance. Didn't fall kindly. Well, it's end-to-end stuff in Leverkusen. Another short corner. Lisa Baum to the back post. Well, it's headed wide by the Norwegian. Andrea Norheim was up from the back, trying to find an equaliser for her side. Cross came over from her defensive partner, Julia Margel. Norheim couldn't keep her header on target. Federica Ripoll, no hurry from the returning goalkeeper for that goal kick. That's good play, powerful running from Delise Baboy. Leverkusen looking for a fourth. It's good from Ruby Grant. Cornelia Kramer trying to find the substitute. Madel into added time now in Leverkusen. 5 extra minutes at the Ulrich Haberland Stadium. Nicolene Dudek take the throw in. Finds the substitute Spitzner. Spitzner with the headband. Battling for the ball. Lisa Baum. Dudek lifts it into the box. Boboy and the substitute Oteng are in there. Lifted forward by Norheim. Appeals for offside. Goalkeeper stays on her line. Ripoll. Ruby Grant. Intelligent play from the English midfielder there. That's good play. And now Leverkusen can break. Madel has Cornelia Kramer in support. Can Kramer? It's just a little bit too heavy. Kramer with the cross. Edge of the box. And just past the post. Wow, it was Sophie Zebel. All action midfielder. Sophie Zebel runs the most for this Leverkusen side, over 10 kilometers every game. Another good shift from her this afternoon. As Leverkusen just about hold on to this lead. It's going to be increasingly frantic. Almost 2 minutes of added time played. Delise Boboy, she's put in a good shift. She goes to ground. Referee Boyka happy to let play continue. And Valentine Madel with strong running, beating Norheim. Madel will hold this up, go into the corner perhaps, waste more time. That will frustrate Leipzig. Madel wins her side. The throw in as the rain continues to pour in Leverkusen. This will be a frustrating afternoon for Leipzig. They were second best in the first half, 3-0 down, but this has been a turnaround in the second half. Ruby Grant appeals for a corner, and that's the decision made from the officials. Leverkusen have a corner, and the time continues to tick down. We've had 3 of the 5 added. Leverkusen continue to try and tick down the clock in the corner, and it's Leipzig's ball. Come forward looking for an equaliser. Dudek, strong running from the Danish defender. Lisa Baum, one more chance for her to deliver something of quality. And that's cleared long over halfway. Rattles against the billboards. Dudek will go long, looking for some height. Spitzner with a decent header. Good clearance by Estrella Marino. We're into the 5th minute of added time, just 30 seconds or so left. Free kick to Leverkusen, frustration for Leipzig. The clock will tick down. Another substitute being prepared. This will be Julia Mickenhagen coming on for The star of the match, Loreen Bender, opened the scoring in the second minute. Assist for the second. And then won the penalty on 17 minutes. A real star in the making, Loreen Bender. And looks like a match-winning performance from the 20-year-old. We've gone over the 5 minutes of added time. Referee Boyka happy to let play continue. Perhaps one more chance for Leipzig. Goes long. Merino should clear. She does, into touch. Throw in to Leipzig. This has to be the final moments of this game. Lifted into the box, looking for the substitute. Oteng Baboy with a snapshot. And this will be comfortable for the goalkeeper. Frederica Ripoll. Full time in Leverkusen. A dramatic comeback in the second half from Leipzig. A double strike on 56 and 60 minutes. Marlene Müller and Emilia Asgersdottir getting 2 goals back for Leipzig with that double strike. But it was to no avail. Leverkusen led 3-0 at the break after those 3 goals inside the opening 17 minutes. Loreen Bender, the player of the match, opening the scoring in the second minute. Doubling in the lead in the 9th minute was Estrella Merino with a strong shot into the corner of the net, and a penalty on 17 minutes from Leverkusen's top scorer, Vanessa Fudala, after a foul on the edge of the box. A tense second half in the end as Leipzig fought their way back bravely into this game. But frustration for Jonas Stefan and his team. Leipzig suffer a 3rd straight Frauen-Bundesliga defeat as they slip further down the table. But Leverkusen end their run of defeats in the Frauen-Bundesliga with their first win in 3 games. Just about holding on, but a big concern after their second half performance. But they do have Cornelia Kremer back from injury, and their goalkeeper, of course, Frederica Ripoll. There's their top scorer, Vanessa Fudala. 8 goals this season for Fudala, including today's penalty and the return there of Cornelia Kremer, the Danish star, last season's top scorer for Leverkusen. Frustration ultimately for Leipzig. They fought bravely to retrieve that 3-0 deficit. You see the Bayerina in the background, just to the west of the Ulrich Haberlan Stadium in Leverkusen. What a 5-goal thriller we've had this afternoon in the Google